I'm Van Sebastian here with a special Written on the Edge, Season 8, Episode 39, Release Day Short. We'll be catching up with J. Scott Coatsworth because today Transform the World is out! Woohoo!
Yay, finally!
I know. So if you didn't catch his interview from last month, Scott lives with his husband Mark in a yellow bungalow in Sacramento, California. He was indoctrinated into fantasy and sci-fi by his mother at the tender age of 9, but he devoured her library as he grew up and wondered where all the people like him were. So he decided if there weren't queer characters in his favorite genres, he would remake them to his own ends. He's an award-winning author. He runs several sites for queer authors. Scott, you are a champion in the community, and congratulations on release day.
Oh, thank you. It's been a long road. So this is the third book in the Writer Save the World trilogy. I've got the other ones here handy too. So there was, originally was Fix the World, which was basically kind of all kinds of fixes for problems current day and the future.
Mm-hmm.
Second one was climate change focused, Save the World, which of course we still haven't quite done yet, but hopefully some ideas in here will be helpful.
Right.
And finally is Transform the World. This is when I got the idea for, have you seen those like graphics of like kind of the earth, but it's like an illustration, and it's got like sticking out of it solar panels, and it's got windmills and all this kind of echo stuff.
Yeah.
That was kind of my inspiration. My thought was, how could we change society or culture or government or all three in ways that would make the world a better place to live? So I asked for stories to be submitted, and the last one, I think I got 75 stories. This one I got over 150.
Nice.
Yes, unfortunately, at a friend's suggestion, I had put in place a group of screener volunteers, and so I had about 12 people that helped me go through all those stories. It was just it was a huge amount of pages to read.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we found some really good stories. I'm really proud of it, and I'm excited that it's finally here.
Woohoo! All right. Where can people find it?
It's available wide, so you can find it anywhere online. It's also available through Ingram, so libraries can get it, bookstores can get it,
Nice.
pretty much anywhere you buy books.
Perfect. Anything else you want people to know about it, or any stories you want to highlight out as personal favorites?
Yeah, so there's a few. They always have one of mine. So this one, I actually took two stories in my climate triptych from the last uh, Androids and Aliens one that I put out. I think it was in. It was basically stories that were about the Pacific Northwest and climate change. And there was one that was set in Vancouver and two in Seattle. And so I took a couple of the characters from one of the Seattle ones that had gone to Vancouver and kind of went forward in time and saw where they were at, but also merged it with the Vancouver one and some of the history of that. So I have a story in there that's called Rehome Ink, which is
Ooh.
about taking homes that were kind of destroyed by climate change and rebuilding them again and making them into housing so people don't have to live in these huge complexes.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that really stuck with me in this one is actually the first story in the book. It's called Immersion. It's by Stephanie N.F. Green. And
We know stuff. Yep.
have you ever read New York 2140?
No.
Kim Stanley Robinson.
No, not yet.
It's basically a look at what New York City might be post climate change and how the city is half submerged underwater, but it's still a living city. And this story really reminded me of that. It starts with this image of this woman swimming through MoMA, and MoMA has had all the art put in waterproof containers. And so you literally can put on scuba gear and you can swim through the museum and see all the art.
Oh,
And it was just
wow.
like, yeah, cool idea of like, yes, the world is kind of screwed with climate change, but yet they still find a way to go on and actually make something amazing and unique and fantastic. So that was kind of the feel I was looking for, like, no matter where we go from here, that things change and there's some hope in the world and there's a different way that we could be doing things that might make things actually better.
Nice. So, a collected stories of hope. I love it. I love it. I
Yes,
love
yes.
it.
My thing, hope punk.
I love that too, actually. All right. Folks, pick up Transform the World. If you don't have the first two books in the two anthology books in the series, pick those up as well. It's a great project, spearheaded by a great man. Scott, thank you again so much. And thank you for taking time out of your release day to come talk to me.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks, this is Written on the Edge. If you enjoy learning about new artists or hearing our thoughts on entertainment media, please like, subscribe, do all the bells and whistles, and stick around this week because we've got plenty of queer media for you. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
closing time. The bums rush in melody, dear.